important topic, that is GST liability or GST registration requirement of a freelancer and service provider. Nowadays, a lot of persons do the freelancing work, which is in a way maybe services, uh, and they should know about their implications in the GST, when they have to take registration and when not to. What is the exemption limit, etc. Therefore, we have chosen this topic for today's discussions. First, we will come to section 24, which says that there is a compulsory requirement of taking registrations. This is for interstate supply. If there are two types of supply, one is intrastate and one is interstate. Intrastate supply means when the supplier and receiver of the services are in the same state. Suppose you are providing a services and you are staying in Delhi, and from Delhi you are supplying services to a client in Delhi itself, then it is a intra-state supply. Otherwise, if two states are involved, then it is intra-state supplies. And second is the person supplying goods or services other than section 9 subsection 5 through e-com operator. Nowadays, in the freelancing work, what happens that there is a e-commerce operator which charges, certain fees, etc., from the freelancer for providing job work or work for overseas client, etc. Or sometimes the work for overseas client is also got directly by the freelancer and they are providing it directly. Then in that case, it will be the export. Export of services is also the interstate because it is zero rated services. So this will also be covered in the first topic, that is the interstate supply. And if it through the e-com operator, then still the persons who are doing services through the e-com operator, they have to take registration. There are certain exemptions which we are going to discuss in the next slides. And in section 23, there are requirement when a person need not take registrations. One such thing is in section 23 subsection 2, where government has by notifications granted exemptions from obtaining registrations. Now we come to the services. There are, it may be intrastate, it may be interstate, it may be export, or through the e-com operator. First, we will go to the interstate. In interstate, there is a government notifications, exemption notifications, which says if you are providing services and that services value does not exceed 20 lakh rupees in a financial year in a normal state, then you need not take registrations. Therefore, service provider who are providing interstate services up to 20 lakh need not take registrations. If it is more than 20 lakh rupees, then they have to take registrations. Further, we should also note then total amount of services should not exceed 20 lakh rupees. Here the wording is making interstate supply of taxable services and having an aggregate turnover. Aggregate turnover means taxable turnover as well as exempt turnover, everything, export services, etc., all is included. Therefore, if a service provider is providing interstate services of suppose 15 lakh rupees and intra-state services of 6 lakh rupees, then he has to take registrations. Although his intra-state services are below 20 lakh threshold, because his aggregate services is above 20 lakh rupees. Now we come to the interest rate services. In interest rate services for the normal estate, it is 40 lakhs rupees. It is 20 lakhs rupees. In case of export, export is also interest rate. Therefore, the rules which has been specified for interest rates apply for the export also. Then we come to the e-com, electronic commerce operator. There are two types of services which can be provided through the e-com. One services are services specified under section 9 subsection 5. We have to understand what are the services which has been specified under section 9 subsection 5. These services are transportation of passenger by radio taxi, motor cab, maxi cab, motorcycle, or any other motor vehicles. Second is services by way of providing accommodation in the hotel, inns, etc. Except where the person supplying the services through electronic commerce operator is liable for registration under subsection 1 of section 22. If persons is liable for registration under section 22 subsection 1 in case of second services, which is services of provide accommodation in the hotel, etc., then this services is not covered by section 9 subsection 5. Similarly, in case of service by way of housekeeping, etc., similar exemption for those which are registered under section 22 subsection 1, then the e-com operator will not be liable to tax. And supply of restaurant services other than services supplied by restaurant, eating joint, etc., located at the specified premises. Suppose it is a Bikaner wala and they are providing restaurant services in the Bikaner wala, then this section 9 subsection 5 is not applicable. Next comes through section 52, which is TDS and other services provided other than section 9 subsection 5 provided by e-commerce operator. In these e-commerce operator, in the initial slide, I have said persons supplying goods or services other than section 9 subsection 5 through e-com operator has to take compulsory registrations. And this section 52 grant there is certain exemptions. That exemption is if the person supplying through the e-commerce operator is not having turnover or supply value exceeding 20 lakh rupees in a financial years, he need not take registrations. This is all about the freelancer services and GST applications. Thank you.